Hello, Pastor Chuck Church here with just a few announcements for you for this week at Lake Cities. I know there's always something to complain about in life. Over the last few years, we've endured a pandemic, hostility throughout the world, inflation, polarizing politics. We've gone through a lot. But does that mean we have to have a pity party and sit alone in our house on top of Mount Crumpit? Do you know what Mount Crumpit is? Well, Mount Crumpit is the fictional mountain that sits just north of Whoville, where the Grinch and his dog Max reside in the story by Dr. Seuss called How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The Grinch hated Christmas. He hated the Whos who lived down in Whoville. The reason for his hate in the story is that the Grinch had a heart that was 2 sizes too small. The question I have is, why was his heart 2 sizes too small? This month we concluded our worship series on gratitude and learned how intertwined gratitude and joy are. I believe that the Grinch tried to ruin Christmas for all the Whos in Whoville because he lacked joy in his own life. He hated seeing the Whos happy. Toward the conclusion of the story, the Grinch takes away from the Whos everything that he believes brings them happiness. And then he's shocked to see that they're still joyful, singing. It's because I believe that the Whos understood gratitude. They were grateful that even though they lost almost everything, they still had each other. Are you finding yourself being like the Grinch this Christmas season? Hating life or even the people around you? Maybe you're sitting alone on your own Mount Crumpit. Maybe you need to rediscover the joy of finding that there is still something to be grateful for. It is difficult to be unhappy when you're grateful. I want you to join us this Sunday for worship at either 8:30 or 10:45 as we begin our Advent worship series called The Heart That Grew 3 Sizes, based on How the Grinch Stole Christmas. There's also the opportunity, if you'd like to join an Advent study. And here's Virgil to tell a little bit more about that.
Well, I hope you'll join me in our Advent study of The Heart That Grew 3 Sizes. We have books available for only $11, and obviously all we need is your participation. This month we've given thanks to God for all that He has given us. I pray it's been a month of reflection and gratitude. Now we begin the preparation for the birth of Christ. And what better character to reflect our various thoughts and distractions than the Grinch? The Misfits Sunday School class and myself at 3 o'clock in the afternoon after church, we will be presenting the Advent study. I hope you'll join me. We'll discover topics like when everything is wrong, when Christmas isn't Christmas, when light shines, and when joy is our song. Then we'll answer questions like, what are some of the parts of the Christmas season that you don't really like? Or later in the book, if the Grinch wasn't motivated by greed, what was his purpose? I hope you'll join me and give this prayerful thought and join us, either at the Misfits class at 9:30 on Sundays or 3 o'clock in the afternoon with myself. Have a blessed day.
Thank you, Virgil. I want to share with you a few more of the happenings that will be taking place as we go into December. Some of the things that are taking place, of course, start with our children's ministry. We'll be having Wacky Wednesday on December 13th from 5:30 to 7 o'clock. We'll be having Breakfast with Santa on Sunday, December 17th from 8:30 to 10:30 a.m. And then, of course, at the 6 o'clock Christmas Eve worship service, we're going to be having a children's Christmas program. And, of course, the children will be rehearsing during Sunday school and on Sundays leading up to that moment. If you'd like to know more about what's going on in our children's ministry, I want to encourage you to visit our church website to discover more. Speaking about Christmas, poinsettia orders are being taken right now. If you'd like to order your poinsettia, you can pick up a form in the foyer or go online and place that order. I want to remind you of our Christmas Eve services. We're going to be having a 4th Sunday of Advent service on Christmas Eve at 10:45 a.m. And then we're going to be having 2 Christmas Eve candlelight services, one at 6 o'clock that includes the children's program, and then one at 11 o'clock that will be candlelight and communion. Of course, we will have communion at the 6 o'clock one as well, but the 11 o'clock will just be candlelight and communion. Well, we also have some other exciting news. We're now hiring at Lake Cities. We're looking for nursery workers. If you know of anyone or if you yourself might be interested in the position, visit our church website to apply now. Well, do you have any other special announcements that you would like to have shared here on our weekly video and our eJoyce on our church website? Well, if you do, send that information plus any images you have to Susie Miller, our church secretary at lakecitiesumc.org. Again, if there's anything else we can help you find, visit our church website at lakecitiesumc.org to find out what's going on. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day and a fantastic week, and I look forward to seeing you in worship. Goodbye.